Hey everyone, welcome to BMX News Live, where we talk about everything that happened in the previous week from the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every week. But what's different about this week is that I have a special guest, Jeff Mead, in the house.
I'm actually at the news instead of in the chat.
Yeah, normally Jeff is in the chat, but today he's here with us hanging out. So, first things first, let's get into what I'm going to title this video to hopefully get some people to watch it. This new pedal from Eclat. It's called the Juggernaut pedal. And before we talk about this, I want to shout out everybody in the chat. DFLJ, BMX Rad Dad. I think that's Travis Schramm. He changed his name again, which is unacceptable. Travis K, Kyle McDonald. Who else is in here? Dang, there's a whole conversation. Flippin' Zenke's in here. Who else? Ken Nichols, Paul Nanny. What else are we looking for? I think that's about all. Augustine's in here. Ken Nichols. Thanks for joining, everybody. There's 20 people in here. Holy crap. What's up, James Ovens in London? Anyway, Chris Bikes. Isn't it like super early in Vegas right now? Anyways, Juggernaut pedal. Jeff, thoughts?
Eclat on the forefront of creating a pedal that is definitely good for the grinding community.
That was not what you said earlier.
Crashing the news. I can't be on here just
Flaming. Okay, so my thoughts on this pedal are that it's very similar to that Sabrosa pedal that I don't know has come out or not yet, in that the bottom of it is meant for grinding, but there's been pedals throughout the years meant for that, right?
I think I remember seeing the Odyssey JC pedals being kind of the same way.
Well, and you can make them that way just by taking all the pins out. But what's cool about these two is that they have a dedicated side. What's it say? Utilizing the extra large platform from the Centric, so they're kind of borrowing things from other pedals. Product born from over 15 years of research and development, making it simply the best place for your feet. Okay. Our first aerometric pedal. There's so many big words and fluff in here. I don't know what it means.
Oh, they make things.
Yeah. So what I wonder is if this pedal naturally goes so that the metal pins are up. Because if it doesn't, then that would really suck to land on a pedal with nothing on it. But it looks cool, and there's 4 metal pins in there, and I'm curious to see how they hold up. It's also what
I'm wondering if they're weighted.
That's what I'm saying.
Inside will just constantly. I don't think the pins would do it. I think they actually weighted. If they did, they should have weighted the non-grind or the grind side, so they would just flip upright to the pins.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. There's also the fact that the pedal is so wide that it's covering that area for crank arm grinds and other things like that. What else? Taking the best features of the Eclat pedal range to create the ultimate street pedal. Overall wider pedal body, inward foot position, crank arm grinds, and aerial tricks. Movable pins, extra material, slick grind specific. Says nothing about if it'll rotate. Dang, it looks thick too.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out with time. If you buy these pedals and ride them and they don't do that and you end up slipping, let us know. And if they do, let us know. Next, we just got done watching this video. Monster Freak. And it was crazy. It was a crazy video. Who was in there? Jordan, Goodwin. What would you say? Godwin?
Godwin.
Still not clear. I need to hear him say it. Alex Donachie, Lewis Mills, and Felix Prangenberg in a video that had more insane, crazy stuff than it had anything else. And it was done by Rich Forn, which means that there was like an absolute crap ton of B-roll and artistic shots and thoughtfulness into the filming of things. I have a couple critiques on that, but as far as the riding goes, insane. The filming of the riding, and perfect. I mean, there was nothing in there that I watched and was like, oh, that was bad.
even the actual screenshot that they have for the video, like it's a wall ride, but if you look at the bottom corner where the stairs meet the wall, he has to clear that ashtray and the concrete block at the bottom, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, and this is huge. When you see him do it, you can see the impact. Like at first, when he hit the wall, I was like, oh, he's only gonna wall ride it. And then he jumped over that stuff and hit, and he was like, and I was like, oh, he's only gonna wall ride it. But it was an amazing video for sure. I saw a comment. Oh, yeah, this is what I was gonna ask you about. I saw a comment saying that they could only help but feel like with Felix's section, and even you could argue the other ones too, that this is like a leapfrog moment in BMX, like Van Homan Criminal Mischief or Deadline with Garrett. I don't know if I fully agree with it, but it definitely is progressive.
Freakishly good spot usage, pretty decent. I mean, everything was used in a different way than when we were sitting here watching it together.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of surprises.
Yeah, I agree. So watch it. It's 21 minutes in runtime, but the actual length is, let's see, like 18-ish minutes or something like that. The end is a bunch of B-roll and then credits. So there's that. There's also a in the cut from Dig from the premiere of this video in San Diego after BMX Day. And Sauce is going around interviewing people with a pedal on his microphone. And it's actually really funny. Yo, shout out to, where'd it go? Where'd he go? Oh, I missed it. Well, Philip Rinaldi was there for a second. Yeah, it was actually really funny. Sauce should do more things.
No,
it's literally a pedal taped to a microphone.
If it's not Eclat pedal.
It might be.
It's definitely not. It's got a holes to the side.
You're right. But it was really good. And there was even a point in here where Sauce went up to a lady, a random local lady who was lived in the area, and just went and asked her about stuff. Like she just went and didn't know that it was going to happen. It's pretty funny. I genuinely enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed the riding video, to be honest. There's more X Games stuff that didn't happen yet when last week's news happened. BMX Street full video or full broadcast is linked, as well as Dirt and Park. I should also include Park Best Trick because I think it was the last event that happened. And then I also have a link that has all of the results if you want to see that. Next, we get into some videos from this week. Promo for the BMX Event 2 put on by Jan Media or Vish, and he teamed up with GT as well as Stacked BMX Shop to have the second BMX event at Stacked, which is cool. I think it's cool to see Vish go from being full-time filmer to doing events this quickly, like back to back, now involving companies and people like Tate's going to it.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think it's cool. Next, Cult, Marcel Anderson, 2023, aka BDOC. And if you know what that means, you'll know what I'm talking about. This video had one of the craziest bangers I think I've ever seen in the last year, 2 years, 3 years. It's insane. That last clip, right? The
Ender clip was actually pretty crazy.
Dude, the Ender clip is madness. Where's it at? The end, maybe? The only thing that I would complain about with this is that every single BMX media and him and everyone posted the Ender when the video got posted. And it was like, well, I want to see the video to see the Ender. Yeah, this was incredible. There's so much Sendy stuff in here, but then there was also like the longest fakie manual around a curve that I would have ever thought to see Marcel do. Based on his previous videos, you don't see him do fakie manual stuff that much, and it was cool to see because in a video where there was a lot of similar stuff, it's nice to see things like that coming out. And
it was cool that they switched coasts during the middle of the editing of this. And they showed in the video, there was a lot of West Coast footage followed up by some
Airport,
East Coast footage.
Hollywood, New York.
Well, there's some New Jersey and Hoboken and stuff in there, but we'll credit it as New York riding.
I said New York because he flew to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Anyways, next after that is Animal Bikes and the Cut BCN Crust. I feel like there's as much trouble naming videos that come from Barcelona as there is doing tricks that haven't been done in Barcelona. Just because there's been so many. But it's Animal with this lineup and way more. And hey, I'm actually not fully blocking it. You can see it behind or around me in between Jeff. Let's check that out. As we're going here, these videos get longer. They go from shortest to longest at the end here. We've got behind the scenes from the Magnetar jam that happened. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to watch this yet, but it's the video with the Fast News guys.
I've been really digging these videos because it's like, I'll be a big promoter of going on trips with your friends. And if you're going to BMX trip with your friends, also save some time to do some other stuff. Enjoy that time. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are obviously on a boat getting fast and loose in the water, but if you guys find something like near or around where you're going, if you guys have a very loose base plan, also get some chill time. This is like the epitome of that. I like these videos.
Agreed. Then Kareem's World returns with a video called The Return. So Kareem at some point hung out with Charlie Crumlish in Buffalo, and they filmed this Kareem's World, and it was entertaining, and it's over 16 and a half minutes long. So check it out if you're missing Kareem's World. Then we got a video. It's almost 25 minutes long, and it's called Hell Yeah, Brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
With a name like that, how could you not want to watch it? So what's it say? From New York to Florida, charging full speed everywhere in between, 4 good times in Hell Yeah, Brothers. For the legends who inspired us, for the friends we bumped fists with along the way.
I didn't watch this video, but
brother.
some cool names is Ryan Googler's in there. That's cool. Haven't seen any footage from him in a while.
There's a lot of people in this video.
Anthony Villani, Jedi.
Brian Fox, Jay Doughton, Kenneth Tencio. Some big names in there too.
Some cool stuff.
Kona, the Ranch Camp, Shotgun Trails, Gillies Creek, SOH Trails, and much, much more. That's awesome. So check that out.
East Coast getting some shine.
Yeah. Next podcast interview stuff from this week. We had Canode Knows with Stu Johnson. So if you want to learn about X Games and all of the stuff like props and filming Garrett's first props bio and all kinds of stuff, this interview with Stu Johnson from Bobby Canode and Canode Knows is where you're going to find that info. And then my last podcast, was it my last one? I think so. More BMX 40 with Dave Norrie, Ron Wilkerson, and Brian Blyther of the original Haro BMX team to promote their Back for More in 2024 tour, which is a tour of shows 40 years after their first tour and first shows that they did for Team Haro. So we talked with Ron, Brian, and Dave Norrie, which is pretty cool, I thought. And on that note, I think that's everything I have to talk about today. Jeff, what are we doing this weekend?
There is the Apple Creek Trail Jam, which is a Saturday, from
Tomorrow,
dusk till dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out here to check out Stoke Run.
Are we going there today?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I rolled in at 3:00 in the morning. Been joking with Brant about crashing the news probably since maybe 6-7 months ago. So
it happened.
Yeah, it happened. I haven't been able to see, if anybody sees me randomly looking off in a different direction, it's because I'm trying to watch the chat. I feel left out actually sitting on the side of the screen.
That's funny.
And hopefully get some Stoke Run in, get some dirt jumping in this weekend, maybe a couple of street spots. Trying to get some stuff in this weekend for Tech Bike Co.
Got it. So we'll be heading there today and filming a few things with Jeff, and it's going to be a good time. I thought about trying to do like a podcast tonight. If Noah actually shows up today, like he's supposed to, on time, we could do something tonight too, which would be
I've
fun.
also got a full toolbox full of little gadgets to show you for some brake stuff I've been working on.
All right, that sounds like fun. So we're gonna get out of here, make it happen, and shout out to the fact that there's over 30 people in here at the end of the news. I don't know that that's happened
out
before.
being on this side.
Yeah, you should have been an extra number in there, Jeff. No, so it's more. It's add 1 to whatever the highest number was. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys